Welcome back to Strange Inheritance Unpacked. Willis Heron made a big bet to try and get travelers to pull over on the road to Vegas. The world's tallest thermometer was a way to get folks into his other businesses, hotels, restaurants, gas stations. The people who lived in Baker seemed to love him. Here's another piece of unpacked bonus footage. I love it.
The town sort of became his little, I don't know, his bundle of children and people that he looked at. Whenever somebody was down and out, somebody in the family needed help or something like that, he's like, come to Baker, you can work for me. And he always found a place for somebody if they needed help, and that way they could have work. And, you know, he liked to take care of his employees. There was all kinds of company housing and stuff like that for anybody who worked for him. And I guess he really believed that, like, if you had happy employees, then you were going to have a good business. People, you know, if they liked working for you, they were going to do a good job, and then people would enjoy your business.
I mean, it's amazing. I can't imagine there was anything that he didn't own in that town. I mean, it seemed like he owned everything. Amazing.
Just throughout that whole story, even just hearing that, it's like you could tell he was a great person.
Yeah, just a really great guy. So I have to say, when I was a kid, I mentioned this. We made the trip to Las Vegas from L.A. a million times. My dad would never let us stop in Baker because he's like, we have to make good time. We always stopped in Barstow and then
Barstow, yes.
and then forget it.
But then getting you ready for television, right? Because then that's also time sensitive, right?
That's right.
Dad knew what he was doing.
Don't want to miss any minute.
You can't lose a minute.
That's right.
Our next guest has been to the thermometer repeatedly, and it's his job. Doug Kirby is the publisher of roadsideamerica.com. So unpack this one for us. Where does the thermometer rank?
Well, I'm one of the kids who stopped in Baker whenever I went by it. So.
Nice. Very good. I would have loved to, but, you know, I wasn't allowed.
The thermometer is actually pretty unique. It's an over-the-top, great idea. It's a hilarious concept. It's actually useful information. Even if you don't stop, it gives you the temperature. And it's just one of those superlatives that you can see from miles away. So that's pretty great for an attraction. I'm
wondering, are these roadside attractions a uniquely American thing? Because I love us. I love that. I love the giant ball of yarn. You know, the big wooden elephant. Yeah. That is us. I love it. You know, it's the imagination. Is it uniquely American, or does this happen where other humans are, or just where we are here?
I think it happens in other countries. There's just something about the American highway system and our obsession, our traditional obsession with the cars. And then things like the twine ball, you know, they kind of take on a gravity of their own. They get to a certain size and people just get sucked towards them.
What is that? I mean, it's like gravity. We want really big stuff. I mean, there's the world's largest chair in Massachusetts, that's right? I mean, the largest tire in Michigan, that one makes sense. Yeah. I mean, we love things that are huge.
Look how big this TV is right here.
We've looked at this. It's because of the speed we're driving. They've got to be huge for you to be able to slow down and get the exit. If you make a bunch of tiny, matchstick attractions, you're not going to be able to see them.
Unless it's miniature golf.
I have to say that,
we love miniature golf.
I've lived in America 10 years now, and coming from Ireland, everything you guys do is bigger.
You don't have the world's biggest Guinness or something?
We don't even have that, no.
The Greenway or whatever?
I definitely, someone that's not from here originally.
Yeah, you think
guys,
you're crazy is basically
I mean, in a really good way.
Tonight. Yes.
I love it here.
Doug, do you have a favorite, biggest whatever attraction on the side of the road?
Yes. Yeah, well, there's one in northern Michigan. There's the world's largest chainsaw, and it's this gigantic, actually working chainsaw. And it was really cool because they can start it up, and you kind of worry that the belt's going to fly off out into the highway.
It's like you get an attraction and a scary movie.
They should have that in Texas.
Yeah, that's amazing. All right, Doug Kirby, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Later on.